even though that this is a WWE podcast, I mean, like, not affiliated with WWE, but we got to get into some TNA news, guys. TNA and WWE might be sleeping in the same bed together, with Endeavor being underneath the same umbrella. Who knows what's going on? We'll get more into that. And also, WWE, they plan to celebrate Hulk Hogan's 40th anniversary of Hulkamania. What does all this mean? We'll get more into that here on the Pardon the Pipe Bomb podcast.
In anybody else's hands, this is a microphone. In my hands, it's a pipe bomb. I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want.
There was a time when, I believe that it's 10 years, or wait, maybe longer than 10 years ago. Maybe 12, 13 years ago. I think it was the summer 2010. Don't really remember, but I remember when TNA Wrestling was showcasing their show on Monday. They were usually on Tuesdays, or I forget what day they were on. I don't know. I'm getting sidetracked here. But anyway, I remember when Hulk Hogan, he was a part of TNA, and he was the new general manager of TNA Wrestling. And they were doing a special Monday episode. It only lasted that whole month, but they wanted to try it out on Spike TV just to see what type of viewership that they were getting. TNA was a big deal. I remember when they came to Erie, and they held a house show in Erie. I mean, TNA at one point was the alternative of WWE before AEW came involved. And then, I don't know what happened. TNA, they just fell off ever since, like, in my personal opinion, they fell off ever since they rebranded their name to Impact TNA, and rebranding all their belts for Impact. And then once they lost the 8 6-sided ring, 8 or 6-sided ring, it just felt like TNA was losing its mojo. They were losing the momentum of what they were trying to accomplish. Like I was saying, though, TNA and WWE are possibly working together, and I'm feeling very conflicted about it. I love it, but I'm also thinking to myself, what's there to gain out of this? I mean, we all can agree on that TNA has a lot to gain out of this if they're sleeping in the same bed with WWE, of course. But what does WWE get involved? Like, why are they getting involved? Why are they doing this? Vince McMahon would never, ever sleep in the same bed with another wrestling company. Unheard of. But Triple H, Paul Levesque, he has been on record that he would love to do a cross promotion. And all of us might be getting it. A new report has an update on, the fans on X, Twitter, they have been raving on this just because of Triple H made an announcement that he is going to have a special announcement on Peacock, 8 o'clock Eastern time. And that's going to be on Thursday. Thursdays are the night where TNA or Impact Wrestling broadcast. So right then and there, I was saying to myself, this is kind of putting red flags in my head right now. Not red flags for a bad thing, but just, some flags are being raised here. And then saw their promotional video of the new TNA Plus, and they have always called their promotions pay-per-view events, and now, for some reason, they're calling it premium live events. Not even AEW calls it premium live events. So, I'm not trying to put two and two together here, but all signs are leading to, everything's adding up. WWE and TNA, they might be working with each other. Get into that in a second, but this is the report that I'm reading up here on. And The fans, they are speculating that WWE and TNA are working a relationship, and it is no surprise that in the past, WWE and TNA, they've had a good, strong relationship here, with AJ Styles sending video promotions and The Rock sending video promotions to the company, and having Mickie James come into the Royal Rumble last year with the Impact Women's Championship inside the Royal Rumble match. It is no surprise that the relationship of these two people, it shouldn't be a surprise that they're working together now. 2024 has already proven to be highly unpredictable here with free agent talks and, the return of The Rock and WWE WrestleMania 40 in question with The Rock, with CM Punk, with Cody Rhodes. It's already beginning to be such a mindfuck of a year so far, and WWE, they're starting off strong, in my personal opinion here. On January 2nd, New Year's Evil edition of WWE NXT commentator even announced that Triple H will be making a major announcement on Thursday's WWE 2024 preview special. I don't know what it's going to be consisting of. I really thought that Triple H was just going to come on there and say the new TV deal that they got with Monday Night Raw, a historic new high for them. That's what I really thought that they were going to be doing. But, things could still go in that direction, but we don't know. This news followed the TNA releasing a new promotional video for their new TNA Plus subscription service on the Endeavor platform here, the same company who owns WWE. Follow along here. And that stated, the company will be referring to their pay-per-view events as premium live events, as I just said, in similar fashion to WWE. Many fans believed that this was a hint that Triple H's announcement will be a working relationship with the newly branded TNA Wrestling or Impact Wrestling. Per PW Insider, WWE sources indicated that there is absolutely nothing on the connection that some are making, and the announcement is not related to a TNA working relationship or anything related to the promotion. Now, it seems that this is just us fans speculating and making up our own rumors that WWE and TNA are in a working relationship and is coming anytime soon. And you could put this in the writing books. But, if it does happen, I absolutely love it for TNA's side, because they got talent on their roster that doesn't get the fame that they deserve, but also it's not a good thing for WWE. They don't gain nothing out of it. Now, I'm talking strictly just on the main roster. They don't gain nothing out of it. Now, if we turn tides to WWE NXT side of it, I would be 100% for it. WWE NXT, they can cross-promote. I mean, Worlds Collide is going to be coming after Hard to Kill for TNA's newly premium live event that's coming up this January 14th, I believe. They can do what AEW and New Japan Pro Wrestling are doing right now, cross-promoting, having titles be defended on AEW, having the AEW fans look at the New Japan Pro Wrestling and seeing the talent that is on that side of it and having them tune in on their program. It works for both ways here. Same with New Japan Pro Wrestling fans who are watching AEW because their favorite superstar is on AEW. And then if they watch AEW, they see some of the other superstars. They're like, you know what? This show really ain't that bad. It works for both sides of it. It's not on the same realm of TNA and WWE, but like I said, TNA and WWE NXT, they would gain so much out of this. I mean, wouldn't it be something to having Trick Williams, the newly hot star on NXT, go up against TNA's World Heavyweight Champion? I forget what the dude's name is. But see, even good for me, because I don't know half these guys' names on TNA's roster. But I watch it, I enjoy it. I enjoy them telling a story behind every match. that I can actually sit down and get behind on within 10, 15 minutes of just sitting down and watching a show that I have no idea or that I have no clue of anything or any type of stipulation for the match that's going on at the time. That's why I appreciate TNA. But with TNA Wrestling, I feel they would just gain so much more than even with WWE NXT. But again, we're all just speculating here. But I appreciate the fantasy booking that I'm putting in my head right now and what TNA would gain from this. I feel like that if it is going to happen, I will be 100% behind it, and I feel like it would just be a great new era that we're going to be in for WWE. It's a great time to be a WWE fan, that is for fucking sure. And now I started off the show with also news about Hulk Hogan, and it just raises some concern with me. I wasn't a big Hulk Hogan fan growing up. I mean, I liked him, but I was more of a Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock guy. So, Hulk Hogan fans, they will have their chance, apparently, into buying some special merchandise of their favorite wrestler. And this month, as the company is planning on to celebrate the 40th anniversary of Hulkamania. I'm guessing that this is when the trademarks were happening, and this is 40 years ago was the time when Hulkamania was born. I mean, whether you like him or not, guys, he, like I said in the past podcast that I said it in, about Roman Reigns surpassing him with the title, you can't really take away what Hulk Hogan has done for the company, for WWE, and creating WWE fans who are still fans to this day if it wasn't for Hulk Hogan. I mean, he helped WWE take flight into what it is today. He was the first WWE superstar to go Hollywood, per se. I believe it was in the the Three Little Ninjas movie. I forget, but I remember watching that movie, and I remember watching it solely because Hulk Hogan was in it. You can't take away the things that he has done positively for the company. Yeah, he's made some mistakes. He said a couple bad words on social media here. He really wasn't thinking with his head, but he reminds me of my father. He's stuck in his old ways. Doesn't make it better, doesn't make it justifying what he did good, but you just have to look at it that he's just stuck in his old ways and he's not going to change. I mean, my father calls a certain type of people like porch monkeys. I mean, and I tell him all the time, I'm like, Dad, you cannot say that. It's going to get you shot. But I try, and I've told him several times, he doesn't listen. He's stuck in his old ways. And he said it in public, and people even shake their head and be like, yo, shut the fuck up. Because they know older people that are that age are just stuck in their ways, and they will not change. And just to give you like a little backstory here, Hogan, he first held a WWE title in 1984 and last won it in 2002. In addition to all of his in addition to all of his accolades in WWE, he also helped spark the Monday Night Wars, the hottest period of in pro wrestling history. Everybody knows it, with NWO being formed with Kevin Nash, Scott Hall in the late 90s. Hogan began to slow down his in-ring schedule in 2003 when he would work sparingly, and later had a run in TNA Wrestling, like I said earlier. Hogan's last appearance on WWE television was a year ago for the 30th anniversary of the episode of Monday Night Raw. And WrestleVotes, he put out a tweet today. I really got to get a new microphone. Jesus Christ. I swear to God, it's the slightest hit that I do on the microphone, and it's so fucking loud. So fucking cheap. Anyways, WrestleVotes, they tweeted this out today. WWE plans to celebrate the 40th anniversary of Hulkamania this month with various new merchandise items and collectibles for Hulk Hogan. I'm told an appearance by Hulk Hogan is not out of the question, but also not planned as of now. And so this could mean several things. If they do plan on having Hulk Hogan come out, but the fact that they're even doing a 40th anniversary here, they're reminding us, they're already planting the seeds in our head. They're reminding us, folks, that Hulk Hogan is the longest reigning WWE champion in history. Now, if he shows up, maybe it won't be broken. But if he doesn't show up, which the plans as of right now is that he's not going to be showing up, but WWE, everything can change in a matter of a couple hours. I mean, if he does show up, if he doesn't show up, you can bet your ass that Roman Reigns is going to be retaining the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 40. Mark my words, and I've heard from numerous people, numerous other podcasts that have good sources, and I would very much hold their opinion accountable here. If they say that people within WWE are saying that, don't be surprised if Roman Reigns still walks out of Philly with the WWE Championship. I wouldn't like it, but WWE, they have a narrative, and maybe they want to play devil's advocate here and play with the big boys and have Hulk Hogan end his reign and not have him in the WWE history books anymore. But if WWE does that, then they're little what's the word? They're very, very stingy. That's the only word that I can come up with right now. But that's all the news that I got for you guys today. I hope that you guys liked the episode. But before I go, it is going to be a big week for WWE. Like I said, the new WWE preview special, that's going to be featuring Triple H and a whole other superstars. I believe Bianca Belair and her husband are going to be, Montez Ford, he'll be on there. The NXT champion will be there. A lot of exciting things that are going to be coming on for WWE here. They're going to be holding a new episode of the Best of WWE. Will air on Peacock as well. And what else is going to be happening? The Best of WWE, like I said, WWE 2024 preview special, again, will happen on 8 o'clock Eastern time. I know all of us are going to be tuning in. All of us are going to be wondering what the hell he's going to be doing, or if he's just going to drop the ball like Tony Khan does whenever he says that he has air tags here, special announcement. So hopefully Triple H will not disappoint. He hasn't really swung and missed at anything yet. Hopefully he could start off with a bang in 2024. But like I said, that's all I got for you guys today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys the fucking video, Jesus. No, hopefully you guys like the podcast here. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up on it, or even hit that subscribe button. If you guys like what you heard, please give me a negative 5-star review. It really helps the podcast really grow and hopefully gets into other people's algorithms here. And until next time, guys, I'll talk to you in the next podcast.